Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a video on this look that I am wearing right here. I don't really know what I'm calling it. I think I'm calling it something that has to do with like trends in 2015 summer, something like that, because having this blue in the waterline is so popular right now. So that's what's happening. That's what it's going to be called. That's that. I really like how this turned out, mostly because it's like so warm. I mean, obviously, but I just really like the way that these warm tones play with this blue shade, because the blue is obviously much more cool toned, and I feel like they play so well together. I love the way that this came out, and I definitely feel like this look is going to be flattering on everybody. I don't think there's anyone who's going to do this look on themselves and not like the way it looks with their eye color or the way that it looks with their skin color. I think it's going to look great on everybody, and honestly, I mean, like, I just love it. It's definitely one of those looks where you kind of do this look when you're feeling a little bit crazy, you know, you want to have a little bit of fun, you want to just play around. I feel like this is a look that is good for that, but I feel like at the same time it's wearable. So enough of me rambling. If you want to know how I got this look, then please don't forget to keep on watching. I don't really know what this is. So I am of course starting off by priming my face. I'm going in with my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and I'm just placing this all over my face just to prime my entire face. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer, which is my absolute favorite primer on the face of the planet. I'm taking this just right in the T-zone, wherever I have like the most visible pores, because this really blurs them out really well. Then I'm going in with my favorite foundation at the moment. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Mine's in the color 3.4, I'm sorry. And then I'm just dotting this all over my face. It looks a little bit dark, but I promise you it matches. Then I'm just blending this out with a damp beauty blender, like I do with every other foundation. And now I'm moving on to concealer. The two I'm using are both by LA Girl. These are the LA Girl Pro Concealers in Classic Ivory and Nude. So first I put down Nude, then I went in with Classic Ivory. Nude is the darker one, Classic Ivory is the lighter one. And I did go everywhere that I would highlight my face except for underneath my eyes, because I like to save that for after I do my shadow. So then just blending it out with the same damp beauty blender that I use for my foundation. I did do my brows off camera, and now we're moving on to the eyes. I'm using Cupcake by MakeupGeek, which is just this dusty rose shade, and I'm taking it with a MAC 224 brush and just working it in the crease as our transition shade. We are doing a very pink toned look, so this works very well as a transition shade, more so than like a brown shade would work. And so like I said, just working this in the crease. I'm not really trying to be super precise with it. I'm just kind of blowing it out, because I mean, in the end, you're not really going to see this too much. Then I'm going in with this MAC shadow in the color Passionate, and I'm taking this on a more precise blending brush. This one is by Coastal Scents, and I'm just working this more in the direct crease, more so than blown out like I did with Cupcake. I feel like I say that exact same line in every single tutorial. And yeah, I just wanted kind of like a watermelon shade, and I feel like this kind of wasn't doing it for me. This looked a little bit more Barbie pink than I wanted it to, so I'm going in with Poppy by MakeupGeek on the same brush, just going right on top of the other shade, and I feel like it kind of made it more of that watermelon shade that I had pictured in my head when I was doing this look. So again, just focusing this more in the direct crease, not really trying to blend it out too much. I'm kind of just placing the product there first, and then I will go in with that same 224 that we used with Cupcake, just to blend it out with no additional product, just so that there is no harsh lines and everything blends together very seamlessly, because obviously that's what we want with every single makeup look that we ever do in our lives. Then we are going to go in with the lid color, so I'm going to go ahead and put Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. Just place it on the lids with my finger, just because we don't want fallout and we want that to really stick on there. This pigment that I'm using today is Pink Bronze by MAC. I believe that it is discontinued, but you can use Rose. I actually prefer Rose over this pigment, but I couldn't find my Rose pigment at this time, so I opted out for this one. They're different colors, but I feel like Rose would look even better with this look than this one did. So if you have Rose, or if you want to do the look, you can always do that. Or you could purchase it on eBay, because that's what I did. I purchased this off of eBay. So completely up to you. But yeah, I did spray my brush, my flat brush, with some Max Fix Plus just to give it a more kind of foiled look. And I just placed that all over the lid. Now going into the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack, I'm taking this shade which is called Enigma. It's kind of like a rusty red brown shade. And see, it's a good thing I didn't do my under eye concealer yet, because there's so much fallout from this shade. But I'm just placing this on the outer V and a little bit in the crease, not trying to be super blended right now, because we are going to go in and blend it again with that Coastal Scents brush with no additional product, just so that again we have no harsh lines. Now for my wing liner, this should come as no surprise. I'm using my NYC Liquid Liner, just speeding through this because I do this so often with the same liquid liner. I find it to be just the easiest and blackest liquid liner, and obviously it's $3. That price is so unbeatable. I feel like this helps me every time I do my wing liner. Then I'm going to go back in with my concealer. This is again the LA Girl Pro Concealers. Same two colors. I'm just going to go right underneath my eyes now, because the eyeshadow on the top of my lid is done. So I'm just going to put this right underneath my eyes in that upside down triangle motion. I am using both colors, and then I am using the same damp beauty blender just to blend everything out underneath there. And because I do have my eye makeup on, I am kind of being careful when I get to my wing, but I'm also kind of cleaning it up in a way. If you guys can see, like, it does clean up the edges of that liner, which I also think is a plus from doing your concealer after your eyeshadow. So I mean, just something to consider. Then once I've got that on, I am going to set everything with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It is super duper light, and I do place a whole bunch on my face, but I do tap it away so that it doesn't look very, very ghostly and weird. Now for what I feel like is the most important part of the entire look, I'm going in with High Def Cyan Chromographic Pencil by MAC, and it's just like this super light, like oceany blue shade, and I love it so much. And this is a MAC Pro item, but you can just order it online. That's what I do. I've seen a lot of people use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream Color. I don't know the shade. I think it's like sky blue or ice blue. I think it's ice blue. And you can use that if you have that, but this is just what I had, so this is what I popped in the waterline, and this just makes everything. Now I'm going back in with the Melt Cosmetics Enigma, and I'm taking this on a Sigma E20. I believe this is the E20 brush, and I'm just going right underneath. I'm making sure that I am not interfering with that blue shade, because my waterline is super tricky. So I'm just going right underneath that blue shade just to make sure it pops a little bit more. And then I'm taking the slightest amount of poppy. I mean, like the smallest possible amount of poppy, and I'm just blending that out just a little bit on the lower lash line. I didn't want the lower lash line to be too intense, because I did want most of the focus to be on the blue, but I didn't want the entire lower lash line to be blue, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So that's just what's happening right now. Then I'm going in with Peach Sorbet by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is my favorite inner corner highlight at the moment, and I'm just, you know, using this as my inner corner highlight at the moment with a very tiny brush. Then once you've done that, all you have to do is put on some mascara. And now we're going to go in with falsies. These are the Eylure and VegasNay lashes in Shining Star. I did use these in probably my last tutorial, but I love them so much. I think they go so well with this look and any look, really. They're amazing lashes. So I'm just popping these on to my top lashes, and once you do that, the eye look is complete. So these are the finished eyes. Very warm, but that pop of blue just brings the entire look together. I love it. So now moving on to the face, I'm going to go ahead and contour using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the original one, and I'm using the color Java, which is the color all the way on the left hand side, with my itty bitty Bare Minerals mini face brush, I believe. And I'm just contouring as I would. And then I'm going in with Havana, which is much more warm tone, and I'm just going on the sides of my forehead, just because I have been really liking warmer tones on the sides of my forehead. I feel like it makes me look so sun-kissed and glowy, and I just really love it. So that's just going on my forehead. Then I'm going to go in with Fawn, which is the middle shade, the more gray tone shade, and I'm just using this to contour my nose, because if I used any of the other shades, it would look really crazy. So then I'm just running this down the sides of my nose like I always do. You guys see me do this in every video because I have to contour every day. It's just what I do. Then I'm going to go ahead and move on to blush. This is my Morphe 9B blush palette, and I'm taking that super shocking red shade all the way on the left, the top left hand corner. And I'm taking this with my Morphe blush brush that I have been using in like every single video. I love it so much. And I'm just applying the blush. And then I'm going in with Gerard Cosmetics Star Powder in the color Lucy, which is more of like a rose gold highlight. And I felt like that would play really well with the warm pink tones we have on the eyes. So I just applied this with my Sigma tapered highlighter brush. I think this is the F35. And it's actually not my favorite for applying highlighter, at least not at the moment. Maybe I need to play with it a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to lips. This is Spice the Pencil by MAC and my Hourglass Opaque Rouge Liquid Lipstick in the color Canvas. It's kind of like a pale nudish pink color. And I'm just applying this all over the lips as you would any lipstick. Once you do that, then this look is complete. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. All that information will be linked down below, as well as everything that I use in this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!